Hi everyone. I'm just going to tell you about a dream I had on May 28th, 2014. This dream seems to be quite dark, but I also believe it is a prophetic dream for sure. Anyways, I had this dream that I was traveling by hand glider. At first, I was tandem with a guy. I couldn't see his face or anything, but I felt safe, and we were flying tandemly. It was like he was showing me how to do it and showing me the ropes and what it was like, and I loved it when I was going with somebody. And then I ended up going on my own, but he was beside me on another hang glider. I was on my own and he was on his own. And I had said it's a lot scarier when you go solo. But this gentleman assured me I would be okay. I felt all right with that and I felt like I could trust him on that. We stopped at a restaurant and I had to do some type of entertainment bit. And I was going to the tables and to the DJ and on the dance floor, and I was not being accepted by anybody. And I went to a seat where my friends were sitting together in this bar slash restaurant to talk. And one of the people that was with one of my friends was a transsexual, and my friend who was with the transsexual was just ignoring me. So it was actually a friend that I was supposed to leave with, but of course, they did not pay attention to me, ignored me, and I decided it was time to leave. Pardon me. So I left, and I left on my hang glider, which is pretty funny. It was parked outside, like in a parking lot. Well, I was on my hang glider, and I was going down an extremely steep hill, like it was a road, but it was very, 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 very steep. And once I hit the bottom of the hill, I had looked both ways in this valley and decided to head to my right. As I was heading to my right on my hang glider, there was a great resistance. Like it was like I could not go forward. It was like I was going against wind that was powerful. And once I looked over my hang glider, because my hang glider was in front of me, I was pushing with it in front of me, I saw a massive, massive tornado. It was just ripping up this town, like just ripping it to shreds. I thought, uh-oh, this is going to destroy me. And I saw people running and getting killed and by falling debris that was just coming out of this funnel cloud and just killing them. I decided to go the other way and I saw a building. The wind had pushed my hang glider and I was in the air hoping that the debris would not get me. I was okay. The debris didn't get me or anything. And then I saw this building, and I knew that if I got behind the building, it would shield the wind, and I would be away from the wind. I made it behind the building, and I started running toward the hill that I had come down. There were these railroad tracks, and as I looked at others running, they were being hit with these lava rocks and just dying instantly. I was never touched by these or anything else. Like nothing would touch me and nothing hit me. So I seemed to be pretty safe. So, anyways, there was a train coming that was not going to stop, but I ran across the rails anyway, and I wasn't hit. And I looked over and saw the twister, and it had kind of, how do I explain it? Tried to go up the hill that I had come down, and now I was beside it. And I looked at it and I knew that it was going to be a jumper, like it was just going to, change direction and jump. And I was not harmed, but many, many people had perished in this. I wasn't harmed, but it was just so much disaster and so much destruction and so much death. It was just insane. And anyways, I didn't see any other survivors in the dream whatsoever, and that was the end of my dream. I believe that this dream was a prophetic dream, and I believe that the Lord was letting me know that He was teaching me. He was bringing me up, like with the hang glider and so forth. I believe it was Jesus. Couldn't see His face or anything, but it kind of seemed to me like it was Jesus, and He was flying with me, teaching me things and teaching me how to go and teaching me what direction to go in and how to use this gift of the hang glider that He gave me, which are the gifts. And then it was very, when I finally wasn't, I guess you could say, in tandem with Him, which I would say is like the spiritual milk, and then put on the meat, basically said, I'm on my own now, not completely still beside me, but I'm more mature and I've learned and I'm on my own, even though He's still right there beside me and letting me know that it's going to be okay and He's going to be there. And then when it goes to the bar restaurant scene, I believe that's a place where I had gone in there and people were ignoring me there, and because a friend of mine was there too, that I would be, that a prophet isn't accepted in their own town. uh, and I hate saying I'm a prophet or anything like that, but that's kind of like the saying, and I think it was showing me that I would be hated for for His name's sake, which is biblical. Many people won't talk to you, and many people will turn away from you, and many people will ridicule you, be, because they don't want to hear about Jesus, which is very, very sad. And I was trying to talk to everybody and talk to everybody and talk to everybody, but nobody wanted to hear. So I believe that was basically the Lord saying that, I wouldn't be accepted. And I think me leaving was kind of like dusting my feet off because I wasn't accepted. Um, and then from there, I went down this hill to this other town and stuff. And I believe going down this hill to this other town and seeing that destruction is a warning that there is destruction coming on the land, that there's going to be tornadoes. Like if we look on the news and see everything that's going on right now, you can see that the volcanoes are just erupting everywhere. There's earthquakes that are bigger than they have been, and they're more frequent. There's birds flying dead out of the sky. There's fish dying just in mass quantities. It's just not normal. And there's just so much going on. It's just insane. But I believe that was a harbinger warning that there's going to be more destruction upon the earth with with tornadoes and fires and just all this wildfires or whatever, all this stuff that's going on that's been crazy. Well, anyways, and then when I was safe, so I believe that that's the Lord letting me know I'll be protected. And when I was running across the railroad tracks because I saw a train, I believe that's the Lord letting me know that I'm going in a different direction. And I'm probably going in a different direction with my ministry and so forth, and or going from one place to another, which is funny because I am kind of in the process of figuring out where I'm going to move. But anyways, if anybody else has a interpretation of that dream, I'd love to hear it. I'm always up for that. And I also ask that when you hear anything that I have to say on my channels and stuff like that, that you take it out with the Holy Spirit, that you pray to God for confirmation and for revelation, and just pray about anything you hear from anybody, not just me, but anybody. I think it's a very important thing to do. And these times are very hard, and they're going to get harder. Things are coming down the pike, I believe. I mean, there's so much going on out there with peace talks and just so many things. I don't even know where to start. And the Lord wants us to submit our whole life to Him, and I believe and I know that when we submit our whole life, our whole being to Jesus, that's when we can change, and that's when He will change us, and that's when we can become whole. But you can't just say, okay, Lord, I'll give you this area of my life, but I want to keep that. That's not complete submission, but it's worth everything to submit your whole life to Christ, and He's there for you. So everybody, I just wish you guys have a great day today, and God bless you all.